milestone of 200 appearances for the Roar in the A-League. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's massive for me. Something I'm very proud of. I've mentioned before, it's actually quite rare to find in the A-League, especially players that stay at one club for so long. So it's something that I'm very proud of. I've got the family up for the weekend as well, so it'll be great to have them there. And something else that makes it special is that we're playing at home as well in front of our home fans. So I'm really looking forward to it.
What is it about the Roar that's sort of kept you here and kept you playing here for so long?
Yeah, I think when the opportunity first came up, I had a couple options after North Queensland Fury, and as soon as I saw Brisbane Roar come up, when I spoke to my agent, straight away it was an easy decision for me. At the time, Ange Postecoglou was there. They just won their first championship, so it was an easy decision for me. And I knew it was going to be hard because it's such a great squad. It was going to be hard and maybe take me a few seasons to break into the team, but I was definitely happy to do that and put in the hard work to get there in the end. And yeah, as I said, it was an easy decision, and it's a massive part of my life now, the club, and it's always going to be.
I guess as the club has changed over the years, you've had to change your role as well. Like, how do you find yourself now as sort of the senior player and a bit of a leader of particularly a younger squad that Warren's bringing in?
Yeah, obviously when I first came in, I was playing along with the likes of Matt Mackay and Jaden North, Shane Stefanuto, Thomas Broish, Besart Barisha, those types of players. And yeah, obviously you kind of got to pinch myself and think I'm one of those older boys now. Still got a bit of growing up to do, but it's something that I think helped my career, having those types of players around me when I was young. So I hope that I can do that for some of the young players here coming through now over the last few years as well. Something that I hope I can help them get to where they want to get to and help them improve as well. So
I guess you've got a pretty tough game coming up this week against a MacArthur seed team. I was talking to Warren, as we saw on Thursday night against the Mariners, even though the game's not going necessarily their way, they've got that quality all across the park to just sort of make special moments happen, don't they?
Yeah, they do. They've got some really good players. As we saw, some of the goals they scored the other night were outrageous. So yeah, we've definitely got to be aware of that and be careful of that. And it's something that we've worked on a little bit of training this week, highlighting some of their players, their dangerous players. But again, we go into the game full of confidence, knowing that if we perform and if we do what we've worked on throughout the week, there's no doubt that we can get a result.
Do you know Tommy?
Yeah, I know Tommy very well.
Roar, same time as you?
Yeah, he was.
Before he ran off to China.
He had just gone overseas, but he came back for a little while, and I know him through some of the other boys, so we're quite good mates. Yeah. So yeah, I was actually, Corey and I were speaking about him the other way and wondering what he's been up to, and then he popped up the other night with that goal. So we're like, oh, there he is. He's going all right still. So no, obviously it'd be good to see him, and I'll probably match up against him at some point during the game. So I'm looking forward to that. Obviously, when you're on the pitch, you forget about being mates. So yeah, it should be interesting.
Yeah, and I guess that the 10-day break, it probably wasn't the result you wanted going into it, but I mean, how much have you sort of needed that, especially as you're going into another busy period?
Yeah, look, we love playing games, and we did have quite a few games in a short period, so it is nice to have that little break, but at the same time, there's nothing better. As footballers, we want to play games, so I'm looking forward to the games that we have coming up. Again, it's nice to have that little refresh period, where we can freshen up, get some boys back into the team that were injured, and that sort of thing. So it was nice to have a full week of training as well, where we actually have a lot of time to work on things specifically for that game. So yeah, it's been good, but I'm looking forward to this busy period we've got coming up.
And I guess just finally on the occasion tomorrow, there's a celebration for you, there's a celebration for Katrina.
Yep.
Yeah, it's going to be a sort of a pretty massive day for the club, isn't it?
Yeah, and I hope we get a massive crowd for us. Obviously, Katrina, who's a legend of the club as well, it's also something that I'm proud of as well. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to share that moment together as well. Hopefully we can both get wins, and I'm sure it's going to be a great afternoon. So I'd love to see a big crowd there, and obviously it's an opportunity for us to thank the club and the fans for what they've done and how they've supported us throughout our careers too.